Good afternoon. I'm Professor Silvia Miano from Lugano, and I'm a member of the board of the Swiss Narcolepsy Network. And it's a very pleasure for me to give an interview to Professor Claudio Bassetti. He's the president of the Swiss Narcolepsy Network, but he is also the one that followed the adventure of Swiss Narcolepsy Network from the beginning, because he was the most important promoter of SNaNe. So thank you for all your work and effort for this network, and we want also to know now what is your view about Swiss Narcolepsy Network now. And so for starting, I want to know your feeling about the growth and development of Swiss Narcolepsy Network so far.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Silvia, for having me. It's obviously a pleasure to have you as one of the driving force of our society interviewing me. Well, the Swiss Narcolepsy Network was a natural step evolution in the history of sleep medicine and narcolepsy medicine research in Switzerland to be undertaken. The official birth of this society dates back to 2017, but obviously in Switzerland, in Bern, in Lugano, in many other places, there have been activities devoted to narcolepsy for many years. I would like to mention that the first European Narcolepsy Day was taking place actually in Lugano. So this is something that some people have forgotten. And the European Narcolepsy Network was created and launched, created in Europe. This was a discussion that Etienne Lammers and myself had over 15 years ago, and it was actually created and launched in Zurich. So there is a long-standing tradition of narcolepsy activities in Switzerland. The before last two international meeting on narcolepsy took place in Ticino as well in the 2004-2008 years. So 2017, the Swiss Narcolepsy Network was created, and the idea was obviously to promote awareness about these disorders. As you know, and many others know, but many underestimate, is that there is still a delay in the diagnosis of narcolepsy in Europe around 8 to 10 years. So awareness is very important. We have been aiming with the creation of this narcolepsy network to promote education on narcolepsy for health professionals, for doctors, for scientists. And we have been organizing the Swiss Narcolepsy Days. It's the Narcolepsy Swiss Day once a year. We have been promoting research, and I would like to mention as one example the Swiss Primary Hypersomnolence and Narcolepsy Cohort Study, the Sphinx, which is a study looking for new biomarkers, and Lugano, Bern, St. Gall, Aarau, Basel are contributing, and actually we have just entered the phase where this has become international. And we aimed at creating partnership and collaboration with the patient organizations. I'm proud to say that actually Switzerland has the first worldwide patients organization. This was created back in the 80s, but I was also very interested in creating a patient organization in Europe, which actually was then created by Mr. Zenti and others a few years ago. So all these activities have been taking place, and the different activities have been then expanded in recent years, and we have been having just in the last couple of years also the discussion of cases, which is very successful. And we are planning also further activities, webinars, where we want to bring novelties on medication diagnostic tools. And in essence, these are the main activities of the Swiss Narcolepsy Network. In terms of the activities within the frame of the Swiss Society, I'm happy to say that we have also our Swiss Narcolepsy event now since a couple of years with the Swiss Society, and the next event will be in May in Geneva. So a lot of activities. I'm very
Yeah.
by the evolution.
Thank you. And also, as a pedopsychiatrist, I'm very pleased that the connection with pediatrician is ever growing. And I would like to know what is your opinion about it.
Well,
Always important.
I mean, it is clear that we need to have pediatricians involved in what we do, and you have joined us since many years. We have Alexander Datta from Basel and others. I'm very happy about this because narcolepsy starts before adulthood very often, and in 10% before the age of 10. So we have very small children and adolescents becoming sick with narcolepsy and other disorder of hypersomnolence. And we have some diagnostic challenges. So, I mean, we need to understand that diagnosis of narcolepsy and related disorders in childhood request special expertise. And we start having treatment. I mean, we start having also specific recommendations, new drugs, or drugs that have been proven to be effective in this age. And these are all the reasons that we included in our board a pediatrician, a pedopsychiatrist. And if I mention this, I would like also to mention that we have also a representative of the young generation, just because.
And that was my next question for you.
Exactly. So it's actually very important for me, for us, for the board to include, neurologists, pediatricians, psychiatrists. You're a neuropediatrician, you're a psychiatrist, and also people that are coming from the different areas of Switzerland, the Italian part, the German part, and the French part. We have from the 3 areas of Switzerland, and we have also a representative of the young generation, because
you are one of the symbol of emerging young sleep medicine.
Exactly. I'm now. Yes, exactly. After so many years, when you get older, you get back to childhood. Yes. No, I'm really happy, and we have been promoting also young researchers and clinicians with presentation at our Swiss Narcolepsy Day. We have been supporting some scientists. I'm proud to say that we have been supporting also Professor Kalweit and his professorship in Germany with some support. So we do all our best, and I have to say that we have also the intention of expanding our activities soon with new educational offers in the near future. So lots of things. Let me tell you that, and you, Silvia, you have been very important for us also in organizing some of these events. I'm proud to say that our case discussions involve also people from outside Switzerland. We have people from Austria, from Germany, from all over, actually also across Europe and even outside Europe.
Yes, this is very important. So you told us the plan for the next few years, but to conclude our interview, I think that I have the impression that that there is a new important novelty for
Yes,
narcolepsy network.
Thank you for asking. So, I mean, this novelty will be included in a special communication and a special video where I will meet you again. But it is fresh off the press, as we call it, that the Swiss Narcolepsy Network has been recognized by the COSAC, the organization in Switzerland, for the recognition of Center of Excellence for Rare Disorders, has been recognized as a new network. Now, I am very proud of this, just because there are not many networks in Switzerland in general, and this is the first devoted to sleep, and actually it will be also the last one because we are called Swiss Narcolepsy Network and for rare sleep disorders. But I'm also very proud because we are the third country in Europe to have such a recognition by the national authorities after Holland and France. And I'm also proud because this is a network. So this is not a single center. And I believe that for the patients, it's good to have a network of experts and not only single center. But we will tell the story and all the implications in a separate video where I will be pleased to meet you again.
Thank you, Professor Bassetti.
Thank you, Professor Miano, and I'm very happy to have you on board, and thank you for your interest in the interview.